Hello everyone and welcome to episode 3 of Let's Play Rad Raygun. The very beginning of this level, as you will see, we are going to... Or is this it? I don't remember if this is it. We're in Berlin, as I recall, and I think this is the level where you... oh, new power-up. Air backslide. Jump in the air and do a backslide. Simple as that. We do this, and there you go. New power-up. I thought this was the level where you started off by fighting the Berlin Wall. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Let's go. Let's climb all the way up to the top. I'm still post-commentating, by the way. I'm post-commentating every single episode in this particular Let's Play. I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but I recorded all the gameplay footage in one sitting, and I wanted to post-commentate it all because I think sometimes the commentary actually turns out better when I do it after the video starts. I thought this was the level where you start off by fighting the Berlin Wall, but I guess not. But I mentioned that in the last video. That is coming. And we jumped over the fence. There we go. This, I believe you did this in, not Wolfenstein, Dracula's Castle at one point. I know in Mario, in Super Mario World, you actually climb behind a fence and flip over, and you can climb all over the fence and kill Goombas on it, stuff like that. It was pretty cool. And there we did another backslide to get... And I failed. I don't remember if these balloons hurt you or not, because I never got hurt by them. So I went to the doctor today because a few days ago I had this thing on my nose. It was some kind of infection or something. All I know is it hurt a lot. It was just on the inside of my nose, and I couldn't see it in a mirror. And it was sore into my cheek. It was sore into half of my upper lip. It hurt constantly. Anytime I ate, anytime I talked, anytime I did anything that would make my lip or my nose move. Hey, we got a jetpack. That's always awesome. It would cause my face to hurt. It was not fun. Now, obviously, you're supposed to slide back here and then use the jetpack at this. Oh, and I had called the doctor, and I sucked at this. Look at that. I had called the doctor because I had never experienced, it suggested to me that it might be a pimple, and I was like, I doubt that, because I had, everybody's had pimples on their nose at some point in their life, and it's not fun. It's painful because your nose is pretty sensitive, but it's never hurt anywhere near this bad when that has happened to me in the past, so I didn't think that's what it was. I thought it was something more serious. Of course, shortly before I got to the point where I was going to the doctor, this hat looks a lot like that one that Devo wore in that music video. I can't remember what the song was. What was I saying? I lost my train of thought. I died. Shit. I have never experienced something with my nose that had hurt this bad. There's no place you can go over there. You'll just die, as far as I know. It was really, really painful, but a couple days before, like a day or two before my doctor's appointment, of course, it suddenly quit hurting so bad, and it was starting to get well. So I was like, is there any point at this point in going to the doctor's? I went through it. I went ahead with it just for peace of mind's sake, but I was like, yeah, this really hurt a couple days ago, and now it's not so bad. And they said it was probably like a cyst or some kind of infection or something. They said it's probably not a pimple or something like that, because they didn't experience it being that painful. So that was fun, I suppose. After that, I went to local half-price books and was looking through their vinyls, and I found the only album by Beyond Possession. If you don't know who Beyond Possession is, I don't blame you. They're pretty obscure, but if you've seen my other channel, you know I'm all about that obscure metal. They were a short-lived crossover thrash metal band from Canada that put out one EP that I think is called The Telltale Heart, but don't quote me on that. And one album which is called Beyond Possession is Beyond Possession, and it had like 5 pressings in total, and none of them were on CD. And it's pretty rare and obscure, so I was more than happy. That just seeing that made me happy as hell. And of course, I had to pick it up. It was pretty cheap, honestly. I think probably goes for a lot more if you sell it on YouTube than that. Or not on YouTube, eBay. God, where's my brain? If you sell it on eBay than that, I imagine it's probably a lot more expensive than that. But hey, $6, not bad. I get a crossover thrash metal album, and more than likely I'll probably wind up doing a video review on it. So it's almost like a business expense, right? Except for the fact that I don't get paid for my freaking YouTube videos. Thanks for that. I will be doing a video talking extensively about... Okay, here's a little cool thing. Phantom Men K is the guy that did the soundtrack for this. So they put a little tribute to him with a concert type thing there in this particular level. So that's kind of cool. I'll probably eventually do... I need to get back to doing episodes of my series. We want to go back up there and get that. My series of video reviews. And I know which one I want to do next. The album that I want to do next is something that it's going to be a bit different from what I usually do. I'm not going to say what it is yet, but it's going to... The episode is going to be a bit different than what I usually do. It's gonna... But it should be good, I think. I still got shit. Screw you, big dude. Go over here and get armor upgrade, which is always good. You take less damage when you get an armor upgrade, as you might imagine. But I'm always happy to get more metal on vinyl and more metal to possibly do on that show. And I really need to write the next episode. It'll be episode 12, actually. And it's been a few months since I did the last one. That was a lot of fun. It was on the album, the debut album, The Nightcomers, by the new wave of British heavy metal band Holocaust. Kind of amateurish, if I'm being honest, with the songwriting and stuff, but there's so much energy and passion behind it, and some decent musicianship, and it's just so much fun that it's hard to not like. I really like that album, and I had been wanting to do a traditional metal album for a while, and we're gonna have to go over there because there is a yeah, I went back over here. There is a upgrade to make my hand cannon more powerful, which you always want to, if you see those, always go after them, because you could always stand to have your basic weapon in this game be more powerful than it is. Wait a minute, I think I remember how this goes. This level is East Germany. The next level is West Germany, I want to say, because I think, if memory serves me correctly, East Germany was the half that was communist. Okay, yeah. I was right about that. Rad, you have to tear down that wall. This is what I waited for. Okay, this is a reference to Contra. If you played Contra, you know at some point you have to fight giant walls that are just covered in guns in order to advance at various points in the game, and that's what this is referencing, while also being a reference to the Berlin Wall that was up throughout the 80s. I believe it was the early 90s when that finally got torn down. This is actually fairly easy to tear down. This is awesome. Saving the president, transforming robots, people dancing and wearing funny clothes. Where to next? Careful, Rad. You're heading into Russia. So we're headed into Russia now. Directly into the heart of enemy territory. And uh-oh, that building's on fire. You know what this is? Let's see what this is. Rad, you should keep going. It's not for you to worry about. Probably good advice, Reagan. And yes, that is supposed to be President Reagan. Someone could be hurt, though. It won't take long. And how bad could it be? Obviously, we have some kind of anarcho-punk here with a gas mask. And we are in Chernobyl. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching this episode. Please like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would be greatly appreciated. We'll talk to you guys next time. Thanks, everybody, and goodbye.